Hello everyone and welcome to Crew's Cabin. I'm Wergath, your host. And as you can see, Crew's Cabin is entirely dedicated to Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is going to be a shared world adventure game. Basically everything you've ever wanted out of a pirate game, you might well find in Sea of Thieves. But before we get into too much of the weird theories that are spun around on the internet, let's first get a few facts straight. First off, what you should know is currently there is no release date available for Sea of Thieves, right? The team at Rare is really hard at work to get the closed beta into players' hands. But in the meantime, you can always follow them on Twitter at RareLTD or at Sea of Thieves. Same for Facebook, you can find them at Rare Ltd or Sea of Thieves as well. Also, don't forget to follow their YouTube channel for the latest videos they'll release. One of them I've already prepared is one that is about instruments. Now, there have been several questions about instruments, like how many are there, what will they be for? Well, here's part answer. It's not a full answer, but it should get you the general idea. So here we go.
Pirates classically sing shanties while they're sailing together, and we wanted to put instruments in a way that is light-hearted and fun and fits the tone. We wanted instruments that were pirate themed.
And we wanted like a bunch of different types of instruments, like percussion instruments and strings, so that when you all play them together as a group, it felt like you were a band. One of the most memorable experiences for me was probably when we're all sailing into battle and we're all playing Ride of the Valkyries while trying to catch up to another ship. That was pretty cool.
And the closer you get to another ship, you're just going to hear that music getting louder and louder. So it allows players to create their own soundtracks and influence the mood of the crew. For example, playing a really spooky song when night falls and you're entering like a misty area. So if someone's already playing a shanty with the hurdy-gurdy and I start playing my concertina, I'll dynamically join in with what they're playing.
Yeah, it's a really cool moment, and that fun kind of really bonds the crew together.
So, that was the video on instruments, and it tells you basically the basics of instruments, right? What they're for, how they're going to be used, how they kind of interact with each other as well. But that's everything we know right now. There will probably be more information down the line about which exact instruments are going to be in the game, and which tunes we'll be able to play, but we'll have to wait and see. We can't, start speculating about millions of instruments and millions of tunes because we don't know. And, I want to make sure that everyone knows the same things. So, during Gamescom, in their Twitch chat, Rare got a lot of questions about which cons they would be attending. Now, the thing is, at the time, they were very focused on Gamescom itself, and they told us that any attendances to other game-related cons would be announced on their official channels. So again, like their Twitter, their Facebook, both Rare Ltd and Sea of Thieves will be giving out that type of information. Now, there was another question that we found, said, will there be customization available for characters and or ships? The answer was yes. Cosmetic upgrades will be available for both characters and ships. They've said there might be some other upgrades, but there haven't been any further confirmations of that. So, quick questions. We won't be sailing a Sea of Thieves, right? Well, basically, we'll be sailing I guess the equivalent of the Seven Seas, right? With different islands and whatever. So, but Sea of Thieves is just the title of the game. Don't get stressed out about that. Don't get hung up on that. Now, there was a frequent question that asked, is Sea of Thieves going to be available on Xbox One only? Now, the answer to that is quite simple. It's going to be available on both PC and Xbox One. It won't, however, be available on any other console. And what we also know is that there will be cross-platform play between the two, PC and Xbox One, which means people who only own an Xbox One will still be able to connect with their friends who only own a PC. That, to me, was a big plus. But we still don't know exactly how it works, and we still don't know what might be required for it. We don't know if there are any requirements at all. So we're going to have to keep a close eye on that as well. Seeing as this isn't Rare developing it, we'll have to keep an eye on Microsoft on this cross-platform play. We also know that there will be cross-platform availability, which means if you buy it for Xbox One, you'll also have it on PC. Same if you buy it on PC, you'll also have it on Xbox One. Another frequent question was, will you be able to sword fight or gun fight your enemies, like on their ships or on land? Answer is, yeah, you will be able to sword fight and fire guns at your rivals, because it wouldn't be a pirate game if you couldn't, right? Otherwise, it would just be a naval battle simulator, which is not what they want to make. They want to make a shared world adventure game, which they call SWAG for short, which means multiple players will be sailing the same seas for plunder and for glory. Only way you can reach that is if you have several ways of encountering other pirates, not just on the sea itself, but on land as well. And of course on each other's decks and not just on your own deck, right? Now, one big question that I found was that people were asking what the price would be for this game, and Rare has said that no official pricing has been discussed as of yet. So we don't know how much the game is going to cost, but if you think about it, that makes sense, because they don't have a date on the beta yet, and they don't have a date on the release either. So it would not make sense for them to put up a price for a game that they have no release or beta date for, right? So I'm guessing that's part of why. Now, they've also stated that you can steal other ships, but that's only if you can outsmart or outfight your intended victim, right? You can simply jump onto your enemy's ship and try to steal it, but that's not necessarily smart, as they have guns and swords to repel you with. So the question is, what do you want to do? Do you want to risk everything to try and get whatever loot they have on their ship? Or would you rather be smart about it, wait until they're gone, and then try it? That's all going to be up to you. Now, something confused the people about the demo that we've seen on E3 and Gamescom, which was that the cannons reloaded automatically and shot seemingly infinite amounts of bullets. It's very true, that was the case, but it's only on the demo itself. So they have told us that in the full game, the cannons will not reload automatically, nor will they shoot infinite amounts of cannonballs. So there will probably be some resource management thing going on there. Have to say that they have not said anything about a resource management or about any ways to swiftly or slowly reload the cannons. So keep an eye on that as well. They've also said that while the crew size for that demo was 5 people, there is no official number for the maximum crew size in the final product, which means maybe we'll see 20-man crews, maybe we'll see less, we just don't know. But it's an interesting thing to consider that we could have very large crews going versus very small crews. And I think that will add not only an interesting dynamic, but some interesting tactics as well, because the less people you have, the more conscious you need to be of who sits where, right, and who has which job. While the more people you have, the less you need to worry about that type of thing, because everyone can kind of be jack of all trades, right? I can only tell you that they've said they would have swords and pistols, but they've also released that they were working on a blunderbuss. Now we're hoping that's going to be in the game, in the final version of it, or in the beta, but we don't know yet. That's the whole thing with Sea of Thieves that I actually appreciate, is they're not going around saying we have this and that and this and that. So kudos to Rare for that on my part, because we've all been through a couple of games already where we've been disappointed with features that have never been released. What I can tell you is if you go to seaofthieves.com/forum and you sign up for the forum, you'll find that we have, like, the community is just generally very welcoming, very funny, and I think that kind of fits the theme of the game. Okay, how is it different from Assassin's Creed Black Flag? It's different from Assassin's Creed Black Flag in that you won't have assassins or Templars, right, in the first place. Like, that's point one. Point two, the visual style for the game is very different, as you've already seen. You can see it on the screen over there, or well, on one of the sides. And you've seen it in the trailer as well. It's also very much less serious than Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Like, this is very much about the adventure of being a pirate, right? Just the typical pirate fantasy. Like, think of the movie The Goonies, right? Where a couple of kids have crazy pirate adventure, but they're all having fun, even though, like, sometimes it's dangerous. And I think that's very much the feel for Sea of Thieves as well. It also has more fantastical elements, where Assassin's Creed Black Flag was more historical based. Most importantly, Sea of Thieves is a multiplayer game, which Black Flag was not at all. In Black Flag, you were just a single player who was going through a predetermined story. Sure, there were side quests, but here in Sea of Thieves, it's going to be entirely your story. Everything you do determines what happens next. That's not to say there won't be any in-world lore, of course, but like, it's not like in Black Flag where it's just fed to you, right? You have to explore it and find it. Also, controlling a ship in Black Flag was pretty much a button press, which wasn't hard at all. Just to move the analog stick, fire the cannon, single button to get it all going. In Sea of Thieves, everything is hand-on. You need a player to lower the sails. You need them to steer the ship. You need them to fire the cannons. Just every little thing that goes on on board of the ship is going to be player control. So, yes, there will be exploration. Yes, there will be sailing. There will be naval battles. There will be fights on land. But instead of everything having this strange sort of mythical feel to it that Assassin's Creed very obviously has, this game doesn't go that route. Also, you won't have any Blackbeards or Davy Joneses sailing around the seas. Rare has stated very clearly that they want the players in this game to become the legends for the game. In short, Black Flag just has very, very little in common with Sea of Thieves. Also, I think there is a ghost ship that players who have died will go to as a sort of waiting room to respawn, where they can meet other players who have met their untimely demise. They've told us that this ship will act a bit like the waiting room in the Beetlejuice movies, if you've ever seen those. Right, where the dead come and wait to either move on to the afterlife or to get back to the land of the living to haunt them. Was it announced at Gamescom? No, it was actually announced at E3 last year. So in 2015, E3, Sea of Thieves was first announced. Then this year at E3, we saw the first gameplay trailer, as well as a short trailer that showed off some features. I will show you the trailer for the Sea of Thieves gameplay. That way you get a bit of an idea of what it might be like. Because I know I've seen the video, but that does not mean everyone here has. So I definitely want to give you guys that opportunity to see that. I hope you guys are ready, because here we go.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, hello.
Here we are. Stay back. Stay back. Ye foul beasts.
There we go, see? That's so cool.
Help me out. More people can do the anchor thing.
Nom 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 nom.
The main mast sails still need to go down.
Oh, they're down, they're down, they're down.
We're sailing!
Dude, which island are you going to? Which island?
The farthest one in the distance.
Are we emptying it? This was the best idea.
I don't know, I can usually walk a straighter line than this.
Oh my god. Oh, you guys.
Oh, okay. Oh no!
You're gonna hit that rock, dude. You're gonna hit that rock.
I think it's gonna be too tight. Just go. Just go.
No, no, no! No, you're gonna sink us. You're gonna sink us.
Oh, I found the captain's quarters. This is mine. Mine.
Okay, so the sail's blocking my vision, so you're gonna need to tell me where to steer.
I'm looking at the water, Chad. Shut up.
Guys,
We gotta get. Oh! Go to the boat. Go to the boat.
Oh my god! Oh no! Raise the anchor! Set the sail! You're leaving me behind! No!
Woo! Oh, they're right on top.
Oh no! Whoa! Whoa! Alright, man the cannon!
They're shooting back.
Die! Die!
Yeah! Okay, Mike, you're repairing, right? We're sinking.
Oh, dude, we're gonna drown. It's water down here.
What do we do? What do we do?
I don't know. Bail.
We're screwed. We sank up, yeah! No!
There's a ship to the left, to the left.
Oh my god.
They're going down, yeah!
Let's go.
So, I hope this trailer gave you an idea of why I'm so excited about this game. Like, you think the reactions in the video are exaggerated, but they're actually totally not. Like, I've had the pleasure of trying the demo at Gamescom, and I was doing very similar things. I was just standing there talking like a pirate, and laughing like a little kid. Like, it's genuinely that feeling you get from playing this game. It's really silly, but it's true. And I think that's the strength of this game, right? It's in this very early build, but already it can make people this enthusiastic, this happy to just play a demo of a game. So I think, you know, that's what sold me as well. Like, just knowing that this is what Sea of Thieves can do to people, right? And there's another trailer, if you wish to see it. It's a cinematic trailer. And in the cinematic trailer, you can kind of, if you really look at the footage, you could potentially discover some things that might be in the game that you did not see in the gameplay trailer. It is, unfortunately, only coming to Xbox One and PC. Which I guess, you know, if you do play PS4, that is unfortunate. But on the other hand, I can see why. Alright, we're going to roll the cinematic trailer. Keep a close eye. You will see various things appear on the screen that will probably be in the final game. I hope you guys are ready, and I hope you guys will enjoy it as much as I have. Here you go, lads.
In folds of midnight waters, side by side, we sons and daughters, we set forth for no king's orders, but we'll sail together. Hold fast, tides are turning, flames roar.
So, we have seen right now the cinematic trailer for Sea of Thieves. Various things were shown: table with a single candle, cat, sharks, undead, well, skeletons more precisely. You know, we've seen treasure, which pirates and treasure is kind of a given. We've seen the kraken, tentacles of the kraken at least. So there's a lot to see in that trailer, just a hell of a lot. Bottles of grog, you know, pirates grog thing. And swords. We've seen lots and lots of swords. And of course, various outfits for these pirates. So I think there's a lot to look forward to in this game. Like, just by what we've seen in those two trailers, right? But Rare doesn't stop there. They also have Tavern Tunes, which is just the music that you've seen in the trailers. They have Tales from the Tavern podcasts on their YouTube, and short haul videos which tell you more about little fragments of the game. They also have a Sea of Thieves inside story which tells you more about what Sea of Thieves will be, and one about the PC version specifically. Now you can also find footage of their Comic-Con panel and such on their YouTube. Don't forget to look those up if you're interested in the game at all. Bosses, Raids, Mermaids, a lot of goodies. Yes, basically, that's what we did see in that trailer. And all of these things combined is what is currently causing the buzz around this game, right? You've got the demo, you've got the cinematic trailer, which is showing us a lot of different things that we would all very much like to be in the game, and that will probably be in the game. So yeah, I think we've got a lot to look forward to, a lot to be excited about. It is very unfortunate we don't have a release date or a date for the beta yet, but if we stay tuned, if we stay calm, we will eventually get those dates, and we will be able to finally know when we can get our hands on this gorgeous game, and when we'll be able to find out more specifically what the various features will be, what the various bits of content will be that we will be able to see. Alright, that was a lot of me talking, and I know it was a lot to process, but it is what it is. I do want to thank you all very much for your questions, for spending your time with me for this little segment. In the meantime, people of YouTube, please subscribe and comment. I would very much appreciate that. Until the next cruise cabin, keep your sea legs nice and warm, but above all, stay weird.